Hey everybody, welcome to the next card in our or in my witchy wonderful Halloween creations Halloween card series. So today we are going to use some different products. I've got my stamp wheel. We're going to use it for my sticky mat. I've got the Radiating Square stencil from Simon Says Stamp. We're going to use that. I've got a piece of white smooth cardstock. We are going to use, and these are retired, but you can find large alphabet letters um, anywhere online. I think they are 1.25 by 2.5, just over 2.25 inches tall. You can find those anywhere. These happen to be from Stampin' Up. I just kept them because I love them so much. And then we're going to use 4 ink colors. We're going to use Pumpkin Pie, Lemon Lime Twist, Highland Heather, and Basic Gray. Our Halloween triad. So the first thing we're going to do is put our cardstock in our stamp wheel, because I'm using it for the sticky mat. And then we are going to layer up our stamps. Or actually, we're going to layer up this image. Looks pretty good. I'm going to start with Basic Gray. That's why I wanted to use the stamp wheel for this, because I knew it would keep everything in place. And in case you're wondering why I'm not using Stampin' Up today, their Halloween stuff, because I didn't really like it, so I didn't get it. So we are using what we have for our Halloween series this year. All right, so there is our first stencil. And these are our layering stencils, so just remember that. And I will clean this with a little rubbing alcohol in a little bit. All right, our next layer. So we're going to layer this even out. Make sure it's nice and centered. On our first pattern. All right, this time I'm going to use our Lemon Lime Twist. But I totally encourage you to use what you have in your stash. You don't have to run out and buy the latest, greatest thing. I mean, as much as I want you to buy the new stuff. You don't have to. You can use what you have. That's why we bought it to begin with, because we loved it. Right, so there's our second layer. And we're going to do our third. So we're just going to center our pattern here. And then our next layer is going to be our Highland Heather. My purple blending brush. And I don't care if there's purple from the other color that was used before. Doesn't bother me one bit. And when I am stenciling something like this, I go one way and then come back the other way. Helps you get a nice gradient, or smooth blend, I should say. Smooth blend. those. And our next layer. And Halloween doesn't have to be all about your spooky products. It could be a number of different things. You can use non-Halloween stuff to create Halloween cards like we're doing today. So I challenge you to think outside the box. And I know not everybody's into Halloween. I particularly love Halloween. But if it's not your jam, hey, it's okay. And at the last week of October, I will be kicking, no, last week of October, I'll be kicking off this year's holiday card series. Alright, there's all of our inking done. Let's pull up our stencil. Get that fun background. Pull up our cardstock. Alright, so to clean your stamp wheel is simple. All you gotta do is take a baby wipe and wipe it down and just let it air dry. I left my baby wipes open, so they're a little dried out. That's all it is to it, y'all, to clean that. Alright, so there is our background panel. Now we're going to cut this down a little bit. I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. And then we need or we could just do a black mat. That's what we're going to do. Just do a black card base. What's this right here? I'm in the middle of cleaning the studio. So we'll just score our card base here at 4 1/4. And then we need an inside piece. So let's get us a piece of white that's not thick. We'll cut that down. So that's for our inside of our card as it falls. Alright, so we're going to cut out our letters. Let's line these up. So just going to line that up where it's a nice border. And then I'm going to run these through my die cutting machine, which is off camera right over here. And I'll end up running this twice. Let's save that. Where's my pokey tools? How about our B's centers? Come on, pop out, baby. Go. Let's go ahead and do our other O. Our little exclamation point. All right, we're going to run these back through. Pop that out. Got that in my mouth. All right, so there's that. There is that. All right, we're going to layer this right up on our card base. So we're going to use liquid glue to get this on there. And then we're going to fill in our centers with the leftover pieces. The leftover letters we're going to use for the next card. Just going to pop in my O. And what I did, I put in the right letter so that I made sure I had the pattern still lined up. That's why I did that. And our B. The B should be easier because the top one's a little smaller. All right. So there is the outside of our little boo card. We'll add our sentiment, or our inside panel. That way we have a place to write. And then we can finish this off by adding a few embellishments. Add a little sparkle with some iridescent rhinestones. And that, my friends, is our card for today. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Love you.